Hey everyone, today I'm going to do a small Christmas themed diorama, reindeer and an elf at the North Pole. This is actually quite cute. It's only 317 pieces, so this should go fairly quickly. It's a small set, but there's a lot of good detail in here, so let's get going. There's 2 numbered bags of parts in the set, and unfortunately a fairly large sticker sheet for a small set like this. We'll start with bag number 1, and we'll start with the base of the set. Pretty much all this color is not going to be shown. There's quite a few clear or translucent blue tiles in here to represent water or ice. You can never have too many of those. So I spent 5 minutes looking for a clear piece like this, and it turns out it has just a very, very light colored blue piece. It's just, again, the instructions sometimes, the colors are so washed out. It's hard to tell which piece is which. I already like the way this is forming the edge of what looks like a stream or the bottom of a lake. Now the stream's fully formed now, even a tiny waterfall. At least I think that's what that is. These must be the bases of some small trees. And there's some printed bricks. Just a wood pattern. I've seen this on a larger round object, and this is just a really small one. Just going to represent a small stump of a tree. Quite a few extra pieces, including an extra printed brick. Well, that's the end of bag number 1. None of the stickers were used. This is just the base of the set. Obviously, the white is snow. Very pale blue, just breaks up the monotony of the white a little bit. I love that stream. Just very simple, but it's very effective. And we got the beginnings of a couple trees here, I think. Time for bag number 2, where we'll build a backdrop scene and the trees, a reindeer and an elf. I'm going to start with the elf. The elf has 2 expressions. He's got a happy expression and looks like a nervous expression. I'm going to give him the happy expression. And the elf ears are attached to the hat. But I'll set him aside for a minute. Now to build up the back wall. Lots of dark blue pieces. It's kind of cool. This is building up a flat profile of a silhouette of a tree. Construction goes quickly when the parts are big. Quite a lot of small pieces in here, though. I like the way these treetops are being tied into the background. Okay, sticker time. So we have 2 long stickers and 1 short sticker, and they're all just stars. Oh, long stick. Ooh, that could have been bad. Long stickers are always tough to get on straight. Not the best. So there's just stars. And of course I did not get the stickers on straight. I never do. I get lucky sometimes. Another sticker. This one's the moon. This would have been really good if this was printed. Now, the moon goes up here. It's a nice backdrop. Stars, couple trees. Now, I've already constructed the elf, but he's got a couple accessories. He has a carrot and a lantern. Lantern we're just going to put on the ground. Now, I like what Lego's done here. There are some smooth tiles here so that you can put your minifig on to just 1 stud and then have the other leg floating free, and that allows this to be positioned rotationally rather than being fixed on 2 studs. because the legs on the elf minifig don't move. The short legs on the minifig are just one piece. They're not articulated, so you can't really pose the elf figure that much. Next up is the really small tree. Core of the tree. Time for some branches. Two of those. I forgot to put the rest of the kind of branch looking elements on here. I need either bigger pieces or smaller fingers. This will form two halves. Now, same thing for the other two halves. Now, the only difference between these two and the two that were put on first is just the placement of the white and the green branches. They're just slightly different on the second set than they are on the first. Just so it doesn't look the same all the way around. And the tree gets capped off. There's no lights, so it's just a tree out in nature. Now this goes onto that branch right there. Well, it looks good already. Now, very similar construction for a smaller tree. Pretty simple for the small tree. Just 5 pieces per side. And cap it off. Baby tree. Smaller tree will go right there. Next up is a North Pole sign. And another sticker. It's really not on straight. And last but not least, the reindeer. There's definitely a lot of parts left here. We'll see how many of these go into the reindeer. Oh, these are the legs. This thing's so tiny. Last sticker. Probably didn't need this one. It's just a pattern, like a modeled skin pattern. I think one of the reasons why I don't like stickers is I can't see what I'm doing, especially on the dark pieces. I have to take my glasses off in order to do it. There's the body. Build the head. Use one of these robot body pieces to start. So the nose. Some standard printed brick eyes. These are quite common. You can get them in almost any set that has a creature in it. Probably why it's printed. There's so many of them. And we'll attach the head to the body. I feel like I'm missing something. Did I miss the tail? I think I missed the tail. I did. Need this. Isn't that cute? Now the only thing left are the antlers. Pretty simple construction, only 4 parts per antler. You can play around with how the antlers look a little bit. And look at all these extra pieces. So many. Oh, there's the reindeer. Quite simple construction. I'm always amazed how a small amount of pieces can make something look so good, or at least resemble what you're trying to make. There we go. Elf is giving the carrot to the reindeer. This just looks so cute. A nice diorama. Dark blue sky with stars in the background. A couple trees. A couple 3-dimensional trees. Got our elf, lantern, North Pole sign, and reindeer. And a beautiful little stream going between them, frozen or otherwise. A great holiday theme set. This would go great with any winter display that you have on, if you have more winter-themed Lego. Well, what do you think of the set? I'll put a link to the instructions in the description of this video. Most of what's in here, other than the stickers, are quite common parts. So if you have a decent Lego collection, you might be able to build this with just what you have kicking around the house. I really like how the background was done with the mix of 3-dimensional trees, or 2-dimensional trees and 3-dimensional trees. I even like the way it was put together. You can see how the trees are, well, you might not be able to see because the colors are dark. the trees are attached to the background in a couple spots. Not that there's any danger of them coming off, but just an extra level of constructability. Anyway, I think this set looks great. For such a small set, small number of pieces, this will look good on display for the holidays. Thanks so much for watching. I'll have something new for next week.